You sleepy? There's a pillow right here. You can lean back. Relax. Okay. Representing. Don't pick it up. It's crazy because so many kids grow up without a dad, and like it's just staggering, like the difference between how many kids end up in jail, how many daughters end up being prostitutes, drug addicts, etc. Not that doesn't happen to rich people who grew up in a two parent home, but it's drastically different if a father's in a child's life. I see that, and I just really want to motivate dads to try their hardest to see their child, because a lot of times as men we have pride and we give up. You know, we give up too easy, and I don't like that, and I don't agree with that. Am I putting you to sleep? Am I boring you?
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's all about positivity. You know, I think that anybody in their right mind should be happy to see a dad promoting dads spending time with their kids. You know, me and my dad now, we got a great relationship, but even when I was young, he wasn't around like that. You know what I'm saying? Not enough, right? That he should have been. So
your dad wouldn't have gotten a good dad gang sweater?
He wouldn't have in the 90s. I think in the 2015 era, he deserves a lot of sweaters.
Yeah? No. He made up for it?
Yeah, he made up for it. He's good now.
You guys like went without talking for a long time, and then he came back, or what happened?
It was rough, man. You know, my dad is old school. My dad's the type of guy that you get suspended, he'll go to school and whoop your ass in front of the principal and say what? You know what I'm saying? So now we can't do all that. But my days, it was nothing to get your ass whipped on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
He would go to school and whoop your ass in front of the principal.
That's it, in front of everybody. Come with the belt and all that.
What?
My dad is a G.
Nobody called the cops on him? I guess back in the day.
Yeah, it was a little different back then. You know what I'm saying?
So that probably fostered a lot of resentment.
Yeah, it was rough. Like, you know, I mean, but that honestly, like, you know, nobody deserves to get beat, especially not a child from a grown man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think some of them whippings did good for me because I have a lot of respect, and I notice a lot of people around me don't.
Right.
And it's because they never got their ass whipped.
So how do you determine between a good whipping and a bad whipping?
A bad whipping is like, you know, you punch a kid in the face, you give him a bruise, a busted face, and they can't go to school for a few days. A good whipping is...
Uh-oh!
One of those. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, player. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
What about the belt? I know a lot of kids talk about growing up with the belt.
I don't think you have to hit your kid at all anymore.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. I read a few books now that has really helped me be a better dad. And I don't even really raise my voice at them anymore. I grab them and I get right down to the level. I say, listen to me. Yes, we're going to brush our teeth, baby. Yes, we are. Right, we're going to brush our teeth, right? You know, because my mom was a screamer. And she was a great mom, but she did what she did the way she knew how to do it. You know, I represent a new and improved parent, a new and improved era. We're about to make a beat out of Remy's voice. Let's go. Huh? You scared?
You can sit with Dad if you want.
Give me a big hug. I'm almost done, okay?
You want to sit with us?
I would rather you sit over there, okay? I'm going to be finished in a couple minutes. And then we could go to the mall and buy some stuff.
Yes!
Okay?
I'm going to get a present for my mama.
Yes.
What are you going to get?
I'll give you some.
A polar bear, Cinderella toy.
A Cinderella toy?
What color do you want it to be?
Blue.
Blue?
I thought maybe we can find a red one because that's your favorite color too, right?
Yeah. I'll give you some money and you could buy your mommy something, okay?
Yay!
Yay,
okay.
Drain Dad's wallet.
That's cool. All right. Say good dad gang.
Good dad game.
Woo.
Good dad gang. Who's the best dad?
Daddy.
What's today?
Daddy Day.
Daddy daughter day. That's right. Okay, well let me finish this, okay? Thank you. Walk very slowly. Appreciate it.
I just want you to send out a message to fathers running away from their children. Maybe paint a vivid picture of what it's like to be a dad.
Hello there. Message for fathers.
running away from their children.
Yeah, don't run away, man. Do what you gotta do. Over the course of like the 4 years, it was like around $15,000 that I had to spend in lawyers' fees, and that's why I understand a lot of these dads, they give up because they don't have the money. You know, they don't have somebody to support them, to hold them down, to go with them to court, to drive them all the way an hour away to the courthouse they send you to, and there's just so many things that go with it. And it's like, yo, you're sitting at home so depressed, so sad, all you want to do is see your kid, and you know, somebody who doesn't even know you or your kid is telling you can't see your kid.
Hi, I love you.
This is Reminisce.
I just want to steal you. Is her name Reminisce or
Her
Remy?
name's Reminisce.
Reminisce.
I had a great lawyer. She helped me fight, and it went from 2 hours a week to 6 hours a week to 2 days a week to every other weekend overnight. And overnight is the hardest. Sometimes, like, you gotta fight just to see your own kid that you made, your own flesh and blood. And it's so despicable the way the laws are set up and the judges set up.
My oldest name is Gorilla.
Her last name is Carrillo.
And most of these women who do that to good fathers is just out of resentment, out of spite.
Well, what happens with anybody is if you get in a real big argument or fight with somebody, you're gonna want to hurt them as bad as you can in any way you can. And what happens with a lot of times with men is like they're bad boyfriends maybe, but they might be great dads. So I might have done something to somebody on a whole separate note, and they're so mad at me for that they just want to hurt me in any way they can. And since we're not together no more, you can't hurt me no more. There's nothing you can do. You can't cheat on me. We're not together. So you can do whatever you want. But they, you know what I'm saying, they could hurt you because they got the baby, just dangling the baby like, no.
Yeah, like bait.
Go ahead, hit me so I can put you in jail. You got to go all out. You know, you got to go all out for your kids because it's like that's something that you really can never fix. You know, if you mess up and you desert them, you leave them like with a hole inside their soul and like inside their mental, and you know, it's just not a good look, man. It's like a lot of times people run away for simple reasons, like you know, your daughter's mother's making it hard for you to see your child, or you might owe child support, and you know, due to that you can't go to court to fight for your rights because then they're gonna lock you up because you owe child support, or they're gonna, you know, not grant you any type of custody, let you see your kid 1 day a week. My first daughter, it was rough. I had to go through a really lot to see her. It was to the point where I had to go to court all the time to see her, and the judge granted me 2 hours a week to see my daughter supervised. And that, you can't be a dad like that. You can't raise somebody in 2 hours a week with somebody else there watching over you, and it cost me enough that you could buy a brand new car. All that is foul, and that's all that you have to go through because that's just the way the court system is. But at the end of the day, if you fight and you don't give up, you can get the most beautiful thing in the world, which is some real quality time with your kid and get a chance to raise your kid and be there for your kid. We're gonna brush our teeth, baby. Yes, we are. Right, we're gonna brush our teeth, right?
All you got to do is say static select. All you say terminology. Hey yo, I'm expressing with my full capability, trying to stay out of correctional facility. The weapon still on me perfectly, how a killer be. Certainly my ability clearly beyond reality. Hillary Clinton, Obama, Kevin Kennedy, billing me still. Couldn't fix the street, never think this shit is sweet. My mind's generated and focused and penetrated. The hope is discriminated against and humiliated. To mention affiliated people of the president, cause you be another Walpole resident. Even if static, past the automatic, would I put it to your brain and blast it? Yes. Hanging out the window with my magnum banging at your kinfolk. Listen, it's just static on the beat. Consequence, terminology, tell it quiet. All you got to do is all you got to do now. Express yourself. All you got to do is all you got to do now.
I speak clearly and project my voice. These rappers extra moist. You can select the choice to give you inspiration. I tear it down like renovation. Build it from the bottom and freedom is the foundation. Believe it and found patience. Invest in myself, distressing the wealth. I concentrate on expressing myself. Face it, CD sales is plummeted while we bubbling. Lyrics as basic as Bush children are coloring. Realer than you discovering. Feelings like passion and loving them, dealing with hate. We'll stop running in the opposite. opposite direction like Democrats versus Republicans. Running the races, running the place. Now who's gonna win?
I represented new and improved parents.